Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to discuss a topic that is coagulants. First of all, we should know about the coagulants. Coagulants are the drugs that promote coagulation and control bleeding. Actually, coagulation is also known as procoagulants. They are also called homeostatics. They may be used locally or systematically. Okay. Local homeostatics are called statics. Physical methods like applications of pressure, tourniquets, or ice can control bleeding. Staphyts are local homeostatics that are used on bleeding site like tooth socket and wounds. They are like adrenaline, thrombin, fibrin, gelatin forms, thromboplastin powder, astringents. Okay. Now coagulants they arrest bleeding either by vasoconstrictions or by promoting coagulation of blood. Next point is coagulation of blood comprises the formation of fibrin by a series of interaction among a large number of protein factor and other substances, and these substances are known as homeostasis. Actually, homeostasis is the spontaneous arrest of bleeding from the damaged blood vessels. In the process, complex interactions take place between the injured vessel wall, platelets and clotting factors. Okay. Actually, we are also known of these compounds or substances are hemotonics. Actually, hemotonics are the compounds required in the formation of blood and are employed in the treatment of anemias. Like hemotonics include like iron, vitamin B12 and folic acid, and growth factors are also. Okay. Now blood coagulation process requires coagulation factors like for example calcium, phospholipids and factors. Number 1 is coagulation factors. For example, proteins are the manufactured by the liver. Number 2 is calcium. Ions or calcium channels is available in the blood and forms intraocular sources. Next one is phospholipids are the prominent component of the ocular and platelets membrane. The coagulation factors are numbered in the order of these discovery. The factor 1 is fibrinogen. Okay. Actually, these are from human plasma is available as sheet. It is used for covering or packing bleeding surface. Next one is prothrombin. This is a powder is dusted over the bleeding surface following skin drafting. It is obtained from bovine plasma. Number 3 is tissue thromboplastin. That is the tissue factors. Okay. What is this? This is the powder is used in the surgery as statics. Next factor is ionized calcium. This is a calcium which is used to control the blood. Next one is labile factor or proacylidin. Next factor is anazined. Number 7 factor is stable factor or proconvertin. Number 8 factor is anti-hemophilic factors. Okay. Next factor is plasma thromboplastin component or chrystamic factor. Next factor is START powder factors. Next is plasma thromboplastin incidence. Next one is Hazeman factors, and last one is fibrin stabilizing factors. That is the astringents like titanic acid are used as bleeding gums. Coagulants used systematically. Actually, vitamin K is a fat soluble vitamin essential for the biosynthesis of clotting factors. There are 3 compounds: vitamin K1 present in the food from plant source, vitamin K2 this is produced in the gut by bacteria, and vitamin K3 a synthetic compound used therapeutically. Actually, what is the action of vitamin K is essential. Vitamin K is essential for the biosynthesis of clotting factors like prothrombin and factors 7, 9 and 10 by the liver. Vitamin K deficiency results from the liver disease, malabsorption, long-term antibiotics therapy, and rarely by dietary deficiency. It is manifested by bleeding tendencies. What is the adverse reactions of these factors? The adverse reaction are seen as parenteral administration, allergic reaction, and jaundice can occur. Okay. And or other coagulants like fibrinogen, antihemophilic factors, desmopressin, ethoxylates, and snake venom. Some snake venoms like Russian viper venom stimulate thrombokinase and promote coagulation also. Okay, these are used for the coagulant. Actually this is about only for coagulation introduction.